What's going on, everybody? This is the Root Cause Podcast, where we get to the root cause of everything going on in the world. With my brother Ace Chandler. He's a business owner. He's a digital marketing guru. He can help you upscale your business, help you find new ways to reach new clients, new strategy. He can help you optimize your marketing. In addition to that, I got my brother Eric Johnson. He is also a business owner. He's a finance person. He can help you with your taxes. He owns a tax preparation company. So as we get close to tax season, if you need help, reach out to Eric on social media. He can get you taken care of. And at the bottom of our screen on the right-hand side, you might see Miss Maya McKenzie. She is a new castmate of ours that's hanging out with us. We felt like we needed to spice it up a little bit, add a little flavor. So she's joining. And so Maya is, she's born and raised from Memphis. She's a mompreneur. So she's a mom, but she's also an entrepreneur. She's a social media influencer, and she's an occasional writer who has appeared on CNN. She has been attuned to social issues since she was a child. And when she was 15, Maya participated in her first protest, traveling to Jena, Louisiana, in support of the Jena 6. She is a fierce advocate for children. I know that's true. She is neurodivergent affirming, and she is also someone who supports the LGBTQ plus community. So, and then I am your big brother, your little brother, your cousin, your friend, your friendly neighborhood pastor. Don't do all that, Eric. Let the man get through that intro, buddy. I might be your old summer fling, and it was the best summer of your life. But we are the Root Cause Podcast. What's up, everybody? What's up?
Good,
Hola,
man.
guys.
Doing well. Welcome, Maya.
Don't look at me like that, Aaron. You was around for some of them summer flings. It was the best summer they ever had in their life. Don't be like that. It was the best summer of your life. Somebody out there is like, I hear you. I'm teasing.
I know exactly who she is. Don't make me call her out because she's probably watching the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was driving. Y'all were in my backseat. I remember.
Oh,
wow. I'm just playing.
No, that's
playing.
I'm
just playing.
Aaron had this car called the Love Boat. It was a what was that thing? Was it a Subaru station wagon?
Now hold on.
That was like your first. It was his first car.
Recent. This was way back when we were in high school. Yeah,
this is 30 years ago.
Way back.
Yeah, 25 years.
That's why you love Dominican Republic so much. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on. Where's that?
Probably.
Where's the
Let me tell y'all something. About
it.
Maya.
All makes sense.
Let me tell you something about Maya. Maya is gonna be a great part of this show. She's gonna be able to hold her own and stand her ground with the fellas. I'm looking forward to it. So listen, let's get started with this, with our introductory story. It actually comes from Memphis. This story is something that Maya wanted to share because, of course, she lives in Memphis, and what was announced as a crime-fighting operation is quietly becoming something else in Memphis. The Memphis Safe Task Force has made thousands of arrests in just weeks by community observers. So many of those detentions now look less targeting. They look like they're not targeting violent crime, but they're just targeting everything. Immigration enforcement, people getting pulled over for no reason. A lot of targeting going on right now. And Maya's going to share a little bit more about this, but they are snatching people off the street just for next to nothing down there in Memphis. And it is attached to what President Trump has unleashed down there in Memphis. And I don't know if it's maybe the Memphis Police Department feel like they have to play along with it. Because, behind closed doors, he blackmails these police departments and tells them they're going to lose funding and all this other stuff if they don't help. So, Maya, why don't you kick us off? Welcome to the show, but kick us off. Give us an idea of what's going on in Memphis right now, because, of course, you were there on the ground, and you shared with us offline that the locals are calling it the occupation. I want you to unpack that for us.
So, since it's called the Root Podcast, I like to just get to the root of situations, and then usually things make more sense.
Sure.
But the reason that they're here is not a safe task force. It's money. So Trump is buddies with the CEO of the Union Pacific Railway, who wants to do a merger with, I forgot the other railway, but essentially it's going to go through Chicago and Memphis. Who has he been targeting? Chicago and Memphis. This is an $85 billion deal. that he signed in November of 2025 and presented in October. When did they pull up? October. So with that, he brought in the FBI. He brought in 1,800 state troopers from all over Tennessee. The rest of Tennessee is like no man's land. It's KKK land. So everybody in Memphis knows that. Once you leave here, you're not that safe. So they brought all of these other troopers from these places that don't like Black people or Hispanic people. They brought in Homeland Security. They brought in bounty hunters. And
We lost you, Maya. We lost your audio. We lost your audio. So we'll have to try and see if we can get that audio back. It's okay. It's the first show, so there'll be a couple of technical difficulties. Yeah, we can't hear it. Try again. See if you can do it. But I want to. So listen, real quick, y'all. As we're trying to get her audio back, listen. What? Oh, is it back now? Try now, Maya.
can you hear me now?
We can. Yep. Go for it.
I muted it, but I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, but go ahead. Finish your thought. Finish your thought, because you was rolling.
No, I was just gonna say, like, and with all of this, if you're arresting 3,000 to 4,000 people within a month's time period, you're gonna be backed up in our system. Our system was not built for that. Our jail was already above capacity when they did this. Our jail's elevators don't work, so you're not gonna get a meal on every floor. Okay. People have been. There were 66 deaths in our jail since 20. Let me think. What was it? Oh, 2024. 66 deaths. Okay.
Wow.
We've had 12 since the occupation. No one is getting any help in there. They're not getting.
You're calling the occupation since October, right? You calling that the occupation?
Yes, since October. They occupied the day of my birthday. So screw me. That's when they all came in, and that's when it was no longer safe to go outside. People of Latin descent, of course, are afraid to go out, but a lot of people are not realizing that you don't have to look Mexican. We automatically think Mexicans are scared. No, they are arresting Jamaicans, Haitians, anybody who doesn't speak English, anybody who looks like they don't speak English, anybody with a different last name. They are pulling up with MPD. Memphis Police Department is in cahoots, and they tried to lie about it, but got caught. Memphis Police Department, Shelby County Sheriff's Department are all in cahoots with ICE. And they are all pulling up in a caravan to arrest people and search your car without a warrant and come into your home without a warrant. They are literally picking people up at their jobs, at churches, in the pickup line at schools right now. And so we're not getting the attention because we're not having the big protests and shit and protests and stuff. But you got to understand, like, Memphians have been beaten down into survival mode for years. Tyree Nichols just happened here. We know what can happen to us, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they walked.
They got away with it. Our governor is all for what is happening to us. Our trash digging mayor, because I can't call him what I want to call him, rodent style, maybe a raccoon, I don't know. That guy is just letting anything and everything happen to this city and he's just hands off. But if you look at Chicago, if you look at LA, if you look at anywhere else, they're not playing these games, but we're dispensable. And so we're being treated that way. We're being railroaded to all of these new private prisons they built.
So this is one of the things that we talked about in the previous show, about the fact that, just because what people don't understand is that, Trump kind of signaled that in February that they're going to start deporting Somalians and Haitians and all this other kind of stuff. And I said on a previous show, if y'all think that these ICE agents are going to delineate between a Haitian and your black tail, you have lost your mind. And so to convince yourself again that these political parties are the same, and they ain't the same. Now they might be two birds, but they are not two. You're not separate wings of the same bird. They are two completely different birds. Ace, what's your thoughts on this, man?
We've been talking about this. When it comes to Trump and his minions, they'll do anything because they think that just because he's above the law, they're above the law. But like we said before, this is temporary. Trump is temporary. I know they're talking about now he's seeking a third term. That's they don't want to risk global anarchy for him for that. So don't worry about that. But what's going to happen is they're going to, just like the first term, he's going to leave a trail of destruction in his wake, and there's going to be more prosecutions, more investigations, more prosecutions, and then more arrests. You're going to have people losing their careers, their livelihoods, blindly following this fool. So, I mean, at this point, it's just exhausting. I know we're going to get into some more of this chaos in a moment here, but this is just more of the same.
Yeah, Eric, what's your thoughts?
I agree with what Ace was saying, but my mind automatically went to how much is this costing the taxpayers, as far as overcrowding prisons and moving them from one facility to the other. That stuff costs money, and Memphis is not.
And we're talking about fiscally conservative leadership, right? Fiscally conservative.
Right.
Fiscally conservative.
And Memphis is not what we call a basket of fiscal money. It's not like a rich place for them to be.
No. The state of Tennessee is not.
No, it's not. Yeah. So I kind of feel sorry for the people, because those monies are going to be taken from somewhere, and always taken from the poor, the single parents, the kids. So that's my concern is how is this be responsibly, the finances part of it, how has that been handled responsibly? And I was reading up on it as she was speaking on it. I know what they're saying is there's more violent felony bookings, the staffing issues. People are staying longer, which causes people to work long hours. Which when you work longer hours, if you over compensate your what you can able to do, you start lacking in other areas. You start not caring. You just doing the bare minimum, which also hurts those inmates. The inmates are people. Some of them probably don't deserve to be in there in the first place. So I can only imagine how they're being treated. Like she said, they're not even being booked. They're not eating because the elevator's not working. So it's all for what? All for what? Like just to feed the what I consider feeding the animals. And like Aaron Ace was saying, Trump is only there for just for a time period, and hopefully the city of Memphis and Shelby County will stand together, start protesting what's going on, and stop what's going on in that city and that county.
Maya, you want to close us out on this?
I'd just like to say that most people there are there for minor infractions like a broken tail light. They're standing shoulder to shoulder. There is no seating room. They're sitting there without bond or counsel for 3 weeks at a time. And let's not talk about those who are mentally ill or who need medications to survive. They're laying in their own feces and bedpans, getting flesh-eating bacteria and dying from a traffic ticket. So I'm not really concerned about the officers standing around. That may sound heartless. I have no sympathy for them whatsoever because they're a part of the machine.
Wow.
At some point, you need to put your foot down and take your uniform off and say, F this. This is wrong. And if you don't do that, I don't respect you.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. So we definitely gonna stay on top of that. I'm glad Maya brought that to the table, because nationally we don't really know that's going on. You know what I mean? We just know what we see on the national news unless it's local. So that's why it's good to, that's why we wanted to stretch out, with the podcast and, be more national with our reach. So let's we'll stay on top of that, because that's a very important story. Y'all forgive Casey back here yelling and barking at somebody out there. So I want to move to our first topic is Commander in Chaos, our our Commander in Chief. He is such a boy. I have real trouble with him, man. I just don't like him as a person. The lack of planning shows far beyond Memphis. In recent weeks, the country has watched a series of violent events unfold. The shooting at Brown University. Rob Reiner and his wife were murdered. There was a mass shooting in Australia over the weekend. There were attacks on U.S. soldiers in Syria. Different circumstances, different stakes, yet the response pattern has been the same for the president. Statements are issued, social media posts are made. They're outrageous. They're incoherent. They are ridiculous. They are disrespectful. And I don't know how and Maya brought up a good point. She can talk about that when in this segment if she wants to. But I don't know how, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am lost at how Republicans can look at this dotard and convince themselves, which Kim Jong Un called him, called him a dotard, and we had to go. Everybody had to go look it up, and it was a old fat man who's losing his mind, right? A dotard. I was like, that is genius, right? So I don't understand how they can convince themselves that he knows what he's doing. It is, and what he said about Rob Reiner. I'm gonna say this as a pastor. I am sick and tired of the silence of the Christian right. At this point, you all are ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and the hypocrisy of it is borderline witchcraft. That you would sit here and attribute to yourselves that you are all the party of family values and morals, and the leader of your party is one of the worst human beings walking the face of the earth, if not the worst. He's in the top 10 worst human beings on this planet. He has no sense of shame. He has no sense of when is the right time to be a jackass and when is not the right time to be one. What he said about Rob Reiner and his wife was so far out of bounds. It made me angry. It was so insensitive and ridiculous and disrespectful. It was crazy work to say, well, they died from Trump derangement syndrome. What are you doing? So now you're taking a son who has had problems with substance abuse, murdering his parents violently with a knife, both of them in their home, multiple times stabbed. And your response to that is they must have died because they didn't like Trump. He speaks of himself in the third person in a press conference and said, well, they had a problem with Trump. He's sitting there talking about himself. That is weird as all get out. Eric, help me out. What am I missing here? What am I missing? You got to unmute yourself, Eric. I got you. Go ahead. What am I missing, Eric? What am I missing?
Like Aaron told you, me and Aaron told you some shows back. Those people they no longer exist. As far as the party no longer exists.
You talking about the Republican Party? A couple shows back, we talked about how the Republican Party does not exist anymore.
Yeah. They I've maybe seen a few. My algorithm still has a good number of conservatives on there, so I was able to see maybe a handful of people condemn them, but then I looked under their messages, and I still saw some of these Christian rights still was saying Trump was right. Some said I condemn what he said, or they brought up Charlie Kirk, or they're doing whatever they could to make themselves wiggle out of feeling the way they feel. Something is wrong with this president. He does not, like I was telling somebody, he can't give empathy if he doesn't have it in him. It's not in him.
Yeah, it ain't in him.
It's not in him. He can't pour out what's not been that's not in him. He can't pour it out. So I wasn't even shocked. I wasn't shocked. I was just like, why everything? He's a narcissist. Why does everything have to come back around you? And it's sad. It's sad.
Look at his post. Ace, Ace, you just put that graphic up. Ace, talk about what is it? A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggled. The man is worth almost $1 billion.
All he had to say was that very first part.
A sad thing happened last night in Hollywood, and the very last one. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace.
That's all you had to say. That's it.
Now go back to the other one real quick, Aaron, if you don't mind. Oh, there. Yeah, go back to the other. Oh, you see, you got it side by side. Real quick, watch this. A tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star has passed away together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. How in the hell can you assume that my son murdered me over you? Do you realize how narcissistic you have to be to convince yourself that my son murdered me because of you? And then he says he was known to have driven people crazy with his rage obsession over President Donald J. Trump. He talks about himself with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration watches surpass all goals and expectations of greatness, and with the golden age, which, by the way, that's theological. He keeps calling this the golden age. And Cyrus the Great, he was known, his time was known as the golden age of Israel during Cyrus the Great. Of America is upon us, perhaps like never before. May Robin them. Aaron, what is this? Help me out, bro. What is it, man?
I mean, you said dotard, which was hilarious when they came out.
I
mean, it's sad. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's not, shouldn't be a laughing matter, but I'll go a step further. Self-absorbed, narcissist, self-centered, egotistical, vain. The dude,
ungodly, uncouth,
ungodly,
untamed, unfettered.
Who also admitted on public TV,
yes, he did,
that there's nothing that he can do
to get into heaven.
He thinks that there's nothing he can do to get him into heaven.
And I agree.
You are looking at someone who is trying to be the Antichrist. This guy is
he's a test pilot. I'm telling you,
he's a test pilot. And you can learn a lot from a dummy. Republicans, MAGA. As I said it on the last show, explain this to me. Evangelicals who are still preaching support for this fool, and you got saints that are going to say, "Oh, you shouldn't call people a fool." He's a fool.
He is.
He's a fool. And now I want evangelicals to get into the chat and explain to me, make it make sense. I've given you a whole week now. You still haven't come up with a logical explanation for this fool.
They're not going to.
You keep supporting this crap and you keep making excuses for this crap. But when it comes down to it, you're not going to do anything to piss Trump off, because he's going to continue to let you look the other way while you continue to pad your pockets for not only yourself, but your friends and family in the name of God. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
You're greedy, you're selfish, and you're hiding behind the Bible while going and tapping this man, patting him on the back. Oh, he has a whole evangelical team praying over him every day. What are y'all praying for? Hit that dude with some blessed oil.
They speaking in tongues and stuff. Doing all
no, they ain't. But don't. He ain't speaking in tongues.
They doing
not one. You ain't heard. No,
I don't. No, Paula White is in there. Paula White's in there praying for this. Praying for this. She's praying for this weirdo. She's praying for this weirdo, and she's in there like, he's in there like,
the lady who had who was talking about the angels of Africa and strike and lost.
It hits in the pincher, the tits of
it lost the whole
the Nina, the Santa Maria.
it lost the whole entire election. It got swept. But anyway, so I'll wrap it up. I'll kick it to Maya, but no, seriously, this is right.
She was calling out Christopher Columbus's ships and stuff.
Right.
The Pinta, the Nina, the Santa Maria.
Right. But no, seriously. He calls it Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, this guy right here is not presidential at all. I mean, and if y'all want to, they bash Barack Obama. Look at this. Look at the side by side of presidential. Michelle and I, our hearts are. Look,
he ain't got it in him.
Look at that.
He ain't got.
He don't have it in him.
He don't have it in him. He doesn't have empathy and Maya, you can probably speak to this because just of your educational background. There's zero empathy here. Like there is, like he does, and you made a good point, Eric, and Maya. If you can unpack that for us, because I think you can kind of help us because of your background. Go ahead, Eric.
Before you jump in, but hold on, I got something for Hexeth since he wants to tweet cartoons.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Franklin said, "What the?"
Since you want to tweet that,
right?
Let's tweet that.
Franklin said,
"What the heck?" They are all saying it. They just won't say it to his face. They're all saying it.
I'm sorry, Maya. Go ahead, Maya.
Go ahead, Maya.
They're just so childish. Like our president, our entire White House is so freaking childish. It's embarrassing. They embarrass me. But no, like Trump himself, like it's been demonstrated that he's like a malignant narcissist and part of the dark triad personality, which is basically like any serial killer you've ever encountered. You know, every serial killer mind doesn't kill, but he does. He just does it inadvertently, and if it helps his bottom line. So people are not realizing, like, how are people still listening to Trump? How are people still following Trump? They think the same way he does. They don't care who gets hurt as long as they are put at the top. I don't care what you call yourself, an evangelical, a business owner. I don't care. A God Squad man, it doesn't matter. They want their pockets fat, and they know that religion is a very good way to manipulate people. It's a very good way to keep your flock following you. And so that's exactly what he's doing. He knows he's going to hell. And gasoline draws, he's very aware. Everyone's very aware. But he just wants to be rich on earth. That's all he cares about right now is power. That's his thing.
That is a very, very, very good and concise response. Go ahead, Eric. What was you about to say?
Yeah, and I just wanted to his popularity is fading. It's fading. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why he's going to do this big announcement tomorrow. And he's going to say some other stuff, and he's truly trying to tell the people how great the economy is, and because it's getting to him. He knows. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying whatever she wants. Other people wait till we get to these after the midterms.
But here
they lose.
This is what I want y'all to look. This is what I want y'all to watch for, though. I didn't say this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna say it tonight. This is what I'm looking for. When people stop drinking the Kool-Aid and they decide to turn around and say, "Hey, man, you've gone too far." And in that moment, he gonna say, "I ain't doing nothing. I'm stuck." Like we keep talking about, like Ace said earlier, he won't be in there always. I don't know. Because like what do you do with a person who has no shame, who has no fear? And what see, like even farmers in the Midwest,
you gotta shoot them.
Farmer,
you gotta
really shoot them. Not like a Pennsylvania shooting. Stop it, Kendall. That would even y'all. Let me know.
I'm not meaning like I'm not meaning like with a gun. I mean you got to
shoot him with what?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all about to get us all locked up.
I'm not meaning about a gun.
Cut it out.
Because I don't even own a gun. But I mean,
and yeah, for you to be anti-gun,
I'm not necessarily.
Well, y'all talk an awful lot about guns, don't he? But
yeah.
Ace, hold on. Ace, tell me something real quick.
I don't mean by shooting.
No, I ain't telling you nothing. I'm about to log off.
That's right. And screw up my hard drives.
Exactly.
And go off the grid. No, but hold on. I'm gonna go back to a flip phone. But no, real quick. Seriously, tell me, can a 223 round zip and just graze your ear without snatching your ear off the side of your head? Tell me, man.
Man, listen.
Come on,
I had a was it a 223? It was a 223 or 556. I had one ricochet, and the casing caught me right here
and burned the side of your head.
Just the casing alone, it was pink all down here just for a split second. So imagine,
wasn't it like a second degree burn?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a second degree burn.
I remember that.
Yeah, you saw that all that skin that was missing right here. Yeah, that was a 2-2-3 or a 5-5-6-1. It was it bounced off the ball, came back and smacked me right in my face and burned it. So yeah, I mean, just imagine if you got shot in your ear. Yeah, that mug would have.
Listen,
and guess what? And miraculously, I guess all them evangelicals praying over him every day. It healed in a week.
Because that diaper, he took that diaper off his ear. He had that maxi pad on his ear for 2 weeks and took it off.
Yeah.
Maya, jump in there right quick. Jump in there again before we move to the next topic.
I was just gonna say this is not necessarily off topic; it's still on topic. But just talking about his like authoritarian rule he thinks he has. He thinks he's like a czar or something. Did y'all not see that he declared fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you insane?
The WMDs, but you know what it's for?
Just like crack.
But you know what it's for? When he made that announcement, guess what? He also announced that he's now about to strike Venezuela for weapons of mass destruction.
Well, and also he's gonna put medical marijuana. He's gonna legalize that now for the whole country. Why? Profit. Duh. You're trying to get them tax dollars. You can legalize that all day. Fentanyl is killing the white kids, the evangelical white kids. So
we talked about that last week. Sure did. All right, let's move on to the next topic right quick. Yeah, just his insensitivity to just the human race is just nauseating. But the next thing we want to cover tonight is this lawsuit against BBC. So there's reports of a lawsuit involving the BBC are a part of a broader pattern where powerful figures increasingly are they treat journalism as an adversary rather than a safeguard. And even when the lawsuits fail, they serve a purpose though. They slow the reporting down, they drain resources, they introduce hesitation in our free media. And this is not whether journalists get everything. This is not whether or not journalists get everything right, because they do not. But it is about whether power is willing to be questioned in a free society like America's supposed to be. Strong democracies absorb scrutiny through the media, but fragile ones attempt to manage and dominate narratives instead of allowing reality just to be what it is. So when legal tools are used to intimidate news outlets rather than allow them to have a level of transparency, it becomes, transparency becomes conditional because now they're reporting based off of their fear, not based off of the story. I want to start with Eric on this tonight. Eric, what do you think about this story, about this lawsuit with BBC? I know you are you're a freedom of speech guy, freedom of press guy. Give me your thoughts. You got to unmute yourself.
First thing I thought about was is Trump. I don't think he ever actually tries to win these cases. If he happens to win, so what? But I think he's really just trying to fearmonger the media. Well,
Yeah.
what BBC is going to fight for, because they don't owe him anything. They're not trying to get anything from him. They're not trying to do a merger. They're not trying to get some type of benefit from the White House. So that's why they're going to fight it. That's pretty much it. I said he just throwing it out on the wall and see if it sticks, because it's something that he does not like. They're going to fight it. They're going to win, because it's really nothing. It's really nothing. So that's all I have. It's not going to go anywhere. He's doing it just to put fear into the media across the world, and it's not going to work this time.
I mean, $10 billion. He's now suing BBC for $10 billion, and I mean, he's already sued the New York Times, and he sued the Wall Street Journal. I believe it was the Wall Street Journal, and I still, it's like every time there's something that's making him look bad in the press, he does something bizarre to control it. We talked about this before. He's a master at controlling the narrative, controlling the news cycle, and these media outlets, they fall for it every time. It's like anytime they start picking up the scent on something, he'll throw something out there. He'll throw a rock over in the bushes, and they'll go that way. Oh, what's over there? No, stay the course and talk about those Epstein files that haven't been released. Talked about those that second video that Hexeth is still hiding. He keeps every week. He's like, it's gonna be this week. I'm gonna give it to you this week. I'm gonna give it to you this week.
Boy, they trying to get their story together on that. Boy, they in trouble.
Yeah. So trouble. And now, and then this whole thing with Rob Reiner, I can't wait to see what he tries to disguise that with. Let's see where he throws a rock this time. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, we got to stay the course and really watch what the other hand is doing, because he's up to something. And this $10 billion lawsuit, as Eric said, he knows he's not going to win that. He knows they're going to throw it out just like they threw out the others. He's not going to win that. But he's trying to just distract. And I think a little bit of that is also intimidation, as Eric mentioned before, just trying to bully the media outlets. But it's not like it's not going to work. They're not going to back down. The only people who it's worked for was Morning Joe of MSNBC, former MSNBC.
And come to find out, Aaron, and to your point, come to find out during the time that happened, they were trying to renew their contract with NBC. That's why they dropped their partnership with MSNBC, and now they're just MS Now, because of that. So I think what I read is that they, during that time, were getting pressure from Donald Trump and his people behind closed doors, were causing trouble for them while they were trying to renegotiate their new contract with NBC. So what you're saying is it goes right to the point you're making. That's literally why they started acting weird.
Same thing with CBS and Paramount. They want that merger, so that's why they did that settlement for $16 million, just because they know they're gonna get more money in the long run. They take in the long run. You ain't got to do that with BBC. They don't have anything. No. They're not invested.
No.
So it's not going to go anywhere.
Finish your thought, AC. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No. I was finished. Yeah. So, I think it was, and he did see it. He did sue CNN. He sued CNN. Mm-hmm. But again, a lot of this stuff is dismissed. And then you have, now he's after BBC for $10 billion for unfair. What do you say? For defamation.
Ain't nobody. Listen.
My thing is,
ain't nobody giving you no $10 billion, bro, on that garbage you own, bro. What is he? What is this? What is this?
My thing is, how is it that Trump's the wrong person to sue for defamation? Dude, have you looked at your tweets just from the last 24 hours? Is that not defamation?
You have $100 million judgment against you for defamation. for actually defaming a woman that you raped in a department store in the early 90s. He's such a weirdo. Maya, give me some thoughts. Talk to me.
No, I was just gonna say, he wants us to be, look at who he looks up to. Putin, Kim Jong-un. He wants us to be a silent nation, an obedient nation, a go-along kind of nation, very one color. But, even the thing is, it's beyond him, because he has all these hedge funds and these other companies that are backing his bullshit too, right? And so, the Netflix is trying to buy HBO, because Netflix is that service. We all know Netflix gonna put that real shit out there. They don't care. Netflix will show you anything, right? And that's why millennials, we love it, right? But he's trying to get one of his Christian-backed hedge fund networks to buy it instead. They put up $10 more billion. And they're big Trump supporters. They funded his campaign over Netflix. So we'll see what happens. But we
Netflix pockets is real deep. Yeah, Netflix, they pockets is deep, big dog.
I think they're gonna get it. I think they're gonna get it because people are sick of his ass. This is not North Korea. You can't bully everyone to do what you want them to do.
It just so happened that we've been conditioned as a country to think that we are exceptional.
He's
So
on the heels of that peace prize, so he's feeling
right, that POS prize.
What made you think that was gonna work?
He got the dude from he got your boy from FIFA. He about to get fired because he gave him a fake trophy.
Oh, they were mad.
Wait
They
a
were
minute.
mad.
Do you know how weird it is? Watch this.
They didn't want to play the game.
Y'all remember the funeral of the Pope, the Pope's funeral, when they were at the cathedral, and Donald Trump, there's a picture of Donald Trump sitting on the front row all by himself. Do you want to know why they said that he was sitting on the front row by himself? Because he was stinking to high heaven. Because he smelled like he had defecated on himself. Okay. So to be clear, now hold that thought in mind. Can you imagine? You remember when you was in school, the stinky kid in the class got beat up. He did not. Everybody didn't gravitate towards the stinky kid, right? We roasted the stinky kid, right? Now, the good, bad, or indifferent. I know Maya. She said I didn't because I know because you're just so kind. You're so kind. I know. But the rest of us did. I know me and Aaron did.
Hey, look, you need to stop putting me in your mess, man. Stop putting me and Aaron.
You know, he don't put me in there. He don't put me in there.
No, Aaron ain't did nothing. Yeah, you remember when we buried that body? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you was with me when that was going on. But the point is this: after a while, but you know what? After a while, we have been conditioned as a country that we are not pushovers, and you can't push us around. So after a while, even farmers in Iowa and farmers in Illinois and Indiana start looking around like, wait, hold on, wait a minute now, you just gonna run me over? And I just think the narcissism is on another level. But I want to make sure everybody understands this. Donald Trump, I'm telling you, as a pastor, I am telling you that he is literally a prototype of the Antichrist. That is the same. The way the Bible describes the Antichrist is a narcissistic personality trait. It's narcissism. That's his sister. His ugly sister. I mean, his sister said this about him. I'm sorry, Maya. I know. You're so kind. You're so kind. I know. I'm sorry, Maya. You're so kind.
What? Take that down. What are y'all doing? What are y'all? Take that down.
That's his mother, right?
Take that down. Take that down. Maya's like, y'all about to get me canceled.
No,
no.
You can't get me.
Maya's rethinking jumping on the show.
No, but it is, man. It is genuinely alarming the fact that he truly believes that people are going to go along with this. And I'm telling y'all, mark my words. When the Republican Party, when MAGA, people who have supported him, when they are tired of it and they start pushing back, then you will see the authoritarianism come out of him full blown, because he will say, I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care that you voted for me. I ain't doing nothing. You gonna do what I told you to do. And I'm telling you, he's conditioning us. Go ahead, Maya. He's conditioning us to be okay with militarized cities like they're doing in Memphis right now, because he's going to take over this country.
No, I was just going to say, like, the difference between his term now and before is he didn't have the exact framework to move how he wanted to do before. He has the framework he needs now, and that's why that's why Project 2025 is like 75% over, and it's not even freaking January. Like,
oh my God.
No, like, we have 3 more years. Like, let's not forget,
Christ.
Like, it's this book already.
3 more years.
Like,
3 more years.
Maya, why'd you remind me? Why'd you remind us?
Like, you're screwed. We don't even want our kids getting toys this Christmas. Like, damn.
Let me see. Trump countdown. Let's see. Let's check the countdown today.
Oh no.
1,130 days, 14 hours, 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
He's been my whole adulthood ruining my life. Like, for real. Millennials have had no time to have fun. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
This will be 8 years of our freaking life that this fool has been ruining everything.
And then the 4 years that he was not president, the 4 years he was not president, he was still
He was campaigning.
I know he was still avoiding prosecution. He was still
That's why he ran. That's why he ran again. So
you got you got classified documents sitting next to the toilet while you taking a dump, like you reading the Reader's Digest in your bathroom. You keeping notes of military. You're showing a billionaire from Australia the military plans that y'all had when y'all was thinking about invading a nation, so that this person is aware of our tactics and our strategies. And these white people, it's white people, that's who's doing it. These conservatives, you are gonna sit here, you war hogs are gonna sit here and allow him to give away state secrets. That's treason. No, really,
Well,
it is treason.
Not
really,
just white folk. Not just white folk. You got Clarence Thomas. You have
what you say, Maya?
Tim Cook.
I was saying that's just one, like Clarence Thomas. Okay, yes,
one very powerful.
We see all the black people he pays to stand behind him. We do see that, but we also see that if you want to think globally, what countries are he trying to get to immigrate here? South Africans, white South Africans. Next on his list, watch, are going to be white Australians. These are both who hate people of color.
No, you're right. You're right. You're spot on. I mean, he didn't even know about South Africa until Elon Musk. But go ahead, Maya.
Exactly. No, he didn't. But it's a narcissistic society like we have. These are the people that are behind him. It's not those indigenous people or the black people here who are just getting along to get along because they're stupid. Clarence Thomas is stupid. Our mayor is stupid. Paul Young is dumb. He's a pawn. He knows the pawns. He knows how to move them. They're easily manipulated. But most of us is not. So that's all I'm saying. Can't point out a few of us because most of us are smart.
Yeah, I agree with you. Clarence Thomas is not a fool. He is dangerously genius with it, and it's surgical. It's surgical. Like what and look, and we talk about this all the time on the podcast. What they have done with Project 2025, and understand that Project 2025, they said that the creators of Project 2025 started working on Project 2025 the day after Barack Obama was elected president the first time. And they have been brewing this BS up for almost 20 years. They were brewing it for 15 years before they sprung it. And that is the difference between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. That the Republican Party, they had worked since 1972 to take away a woman's right to decide what the hell she's going to do with her body. And they stayed the course for 50 years until it got done. We won't even stay the course. We won't even stay the course 2 years so that we can maintain the House and the Senate to get some stuff done. We have infighting. And one thing I will give the Republicans, they know how to whip up votes over there. We can say whatever we want to say about Mitch McConnell, and I don't like him either. But let me tell you what he has done. He knows how to get his caucus in order. And I heard somebody say today, and I know that Eric feels strongly about this too. I heard somebody say today that the Dollar General Obama, that's your boy, Dollar General Obama.
He gotta go.
That he doesn't. That Eric, I heard somebody say, "Look at me." He said, "It's so tough."
I'll tell you, Aaron. He's quick with it too. He don't even mess around.
Listen. They said that the Dollar General Obama, they said he doesn't want to lead. And Eric, I want to hear your thoughts on this real quick before we go to the next topic. He said he doesn't want to lead an opposition party to oppose authoritarianism in America. He wants to lead the Democratic Party. And what you need is, hear what I said, he doesn't want to lead an opposition party that will oppose authoritarianism. He just wants to lead the Democratic Party. He said, and in this moment, we need an opposition party that will actually stand up to authoritarianism. And what he's willing to do is just wait his turn to be able to lead the Democratic Party. What are your thoughts on that?
You're right. He got to go. He's not the man for the moment. I've been saying it since we started this show. He ain't got it in him. He don't care. He just that's because it makes me think that he agrees with them. If you don't want to be an opposition party, if you don't want to lead the opposition party or be able to lead something that's opposite of the fascist thing that we got going on in this country right now, you agree with him. You agree with them.
There has to be clear opposition, and I agree with you, Eric. Maya, you shake your head. You want to jump in here, Maya?
And I was just gonna say, like, the difference. I tell my parents this all the time. We're all like always talking politics. You're either stupid or you're dumb to me at this point. There is no like political parties. You're either part of the smart people or you're stupid. There's just two different islands. There is no in between. You can't ride the fence right now. And so another thing that Democrats aren't doing is, and don't have the ability to do, because typically Democrats are not the ultra rich of the population, okay? Constantly in survival mode, typically. You have Republicans who are literally breeding politicians from the time that they're kids. They go to these camps. They go to these evangelical camps. They are starting these children out very young to pursue offices. And that's what we're seeing right now. These kids are there. They started this shit in the 80s. There's a great documentary on Prime Video about how they are literally, they have farms to create these politicians to pursue their goals from the time they're kids. Democrats don't have that ability because a lot of us are in survival mode because they keep us there. And since they got what they want right now, I don't know. It's either we tear everything down because we're just at that space. Everything needs to be eliminated and started over. Nothing is safe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Hold on, Kendall. Hold on. I got a little bit of a pushback. I do agree with you for the most part, but the Democratic Party do have money. They just want to put in their type of Democrat. They don't want no grassroots person. They don't want people like Jamal Bowman or Corey Bush, or they don't want AOC wasn't supposed to be there.
You see what they do with Mamdani.
Mamdani wasn't supposed to be there. They don't want those people. Ayanna Presley wasn't supposed to be. Ilhan Omar. They're not the Democrats they want. They want people. They want Hakeem Jeffries. Yes, they want the Hakeems. They want people who they want the Barack Obamas. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They want the Barack Obamas.
When you were out, I said it. I said they didn't want hijack. This is still the part of the party of Barack Obama. This is still the party of Obama.
Yes.
And I know Kendall, you was like, y'all, no, it's no longer. But no, it's still because they need to let old girl go ahead and move on up and take the party.
Who you talking about? Jasmine. Yeah.
She's not the Democrat they want.
That shit is over when they go.
Exactly right. She's not the Democrat.
No. Go ahead, Maya. No, because we talked about. Go ahead, Maya.
I'm just saying, like, we're fighting AK-47s with flowers and like trying to be the upheld and like our head up, chin up kind of people. Like when they go low, we need to go to.
Maya, we lost you.
Yeah, try again. Your audio went out one more time because you. I want you to finish that thought because you're saying something that Aaron has been saying. Yeah, I want to go ahead.
Yeah, please. No, it's still out. Let me see if I can reset your mic. Okay, try now.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just saying, like, we cannot fight AK-47s with flowers and trying to be all high and mighty, and they don't understand that language. It's like, that Michelle Obama thing. When they go low, we go high. I never agreed with that because we're not speaking their language. When they go low, we need to start going straight to hell with them. That's the fire we're missing in the Democratic Party. They acting scared and they trying to keep their noses clean. That it should be gloves off with what they're doing to people right now. It should be gloves off.
Well, she's speaking my language. I've been saying it for the longest. That's why I keep saying that we need more Jasmines. Someone who's willing to say something right back. You call her stupid, she's gonna call you bleached, blonde, bad built. We need more of that. We need more of that.
Maya said,
I don't think Jasmine Crockett is going to win.
Hold on, go ahead, Maya. Go ahead, Maya.
If we get behind her, she will. She graduated from Rhodes College here in Memphis. That's why First of all, that whole chick was a Memphis chick. We talk like that. Bleach blonde. That is a whole. That is just completely our style of checking people down here. So that's where she got it from. We need somebody like that. She's not scared. She's not scared whatsoever. They have done everything to that woman. We need somebody like her. We need a black woman. That's something we haven't done. Mexico, they weren't scared to elect a woman, and they doing just fine.
These white soccer mom Democrats and independents, they're not going to vote for her in Texas. She's going to win. She's going to win the primary. But I would love to do a deep dive into this next week, and I don't think she's not going to get it. I think Texas is better off with James Tellerico running for Senate.
Well, hold on a second. This is what I would say, though. In a statewide election, right, for Senate and governor, there are no districts drawn. It's come one, come all. And she is going to overperform in Houston, the fourth largest city in America. She's going to overperform in her home district of Dallas, which is, I think, the 8th or 9th largest city in the country. She's going to overperform in those areas. And you got to keep in mind, it's Houston, it's Dallas, it's San Antonio, it is Fort Worth, it is Austin, Texas. She is going
San Antonio is conservative. It's conservative.
It's purple. It's purple, but she's going to overperform there. And in a statewide election, you make up the difference around the margin. So, for example, if in San Antonio, if San Antonio normally isn't, and it's close. It's like a 47 to 52% range, a 5% range in San Antonio. But if the Democrat, a standard, run-of-the-mill Democrat gets 47% of the margin in San Antonio, and she runs up the score to like 49.2. She adds 100,000 additional people out of San Antonio that would not have normally voted. That's how that's how Raphael Warnock and what's his name got in the election in Georgia. Both of them won those elections by 60, 70,000 votes total across the entire state. You run up the margins in areas where the vote is suppressed because people are not energized and excited. So there's still not as large a black population in San Antonio, but there's black and Hispanic populations, and the Republican numbers amongst Hispanics is trash right now. You just mentioned it earlier. Donald Trump has a net 32-point loss since the election with Hispanics. Net 32. That's crazy. That is insane. I'm hoping that the Hispanic community, like we talked about in a previous episode, I hope that the Hispanic community has learned their lesson.
We know
how this country we know how this country works. We've been here 400 years. Y'all been here the last 40. I'm telling you how this works. Listen, you cannot put a snake in your face, right, and assume that it's going to be your friend. You cannot do that. We're trying to tell you, and I think they've gotten the point. The point I'm making about and Maya, you can jump in here in a second, but I think the point I'm making about Jasmine is she just needs to run up the margins. She's got to run the margins up, because Beto O'Rourke did really well. He did really well also, but he didn't get a lot of his numbers amongst the black community were not as high as they will be with Jasmine. So I believe she has a shot. I need all that.
Nobody has won
What'd you say? Oh, he done froze.
Yeah, it raptured up.
Okay, he got raptured again. Go ahead, Maya.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, between the black and Hispanic communities, there's so much miscommunication. Like, I hear what you're saying, but a lot of the people who did vote for Trump were white presenting Hispanic. That is so much different than Afro-Latinos, which are the ones mostly getting deported, or indigenous looking Hispanics. So it's not them supporting this man. It's the ones with white hair and blonde hair and blue eyes supporting this man.
Sure, I agree.
And even they are learning their lessons because they have Negro cousins and they married to black people. You got to think about this. White soccer moms are married to Hispanic men too. down in Texas. You know, they're getting a taste of their own medicine everywhere.
Papi
Don't
Trump.
do
Where's
it.
she at?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That was dyed. That was bleached blonde.
Yeah, bleach blonde,
She's
bad
talking
build.
about the bleach.
Butch
She's talking
body.
about bleach blonde. It said blonde hair, blue eyes, blue contacts.
Yeah, and then no, Maya, we was teasing the
They were
lady
still
who
Hispanic.
the lady who was down in Miami, you know, the Papi Trump, yay, Papi Trump, roll for Donald Trump, and then her family got deported a week after he was elected, a week after he became after he got inaugurated. Finish your thought, Maya, because I like
No,
this.
I mean, that just is my thought. I mean, I just think there's so much miscommunication between us all. Just like, you know, you're saying we've been doing this 400 years. It's so many ignorant Black people out here too, like who are for Trump because they got a $2,000 check. You feel me? Or for Trump because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't gonna get pulled over. Like, no, bro, that's not how this is. It's you're brown and you're not white. You're in trouble here if you're not white, and a white male at that. So I think we need to like stop finding any sort of I told you so about this. We know they're the new slaves, but we're also the new slaves. They're deporting them and they're putting us in prison to do their $2 an hour work. We all in the same damn boat. I just don't see the point of pointing fingers.
Keep in mind the person who's right now winning the primary in the Senate for Texas is a Black man. Let's keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah, most likely it's gonna be a Black woman versus a Black man at the top of it against each other. Who they gonna pick?
Woman. I'm gonna go for the woman every time. Duh. We sick of y'all.
Who are Texas gonna pick?
here you go.
Y'all gotta move around.
This is a perfect time. This is a perfect time. Maya, go ahead, Maya.
What did you say, Maya? Go ahead. Talk.
Move the little squares around. Move around. Y'all ain't
Finish your insult.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
No, that is my truth. Like,
your mistruth.
Really, we need something different, right?
Yep.
Black men are great. Yeah, but we also have a Black male mayor like we always have. And he's the stupidest person we've ever had sit in that seat in the worst time in our history. Okay, in Memphis, Tennessee, since the civil rights era. Literally, this has been the worst. If not worse. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, and I think it was episode 2. We were talking about that. It's time for these men to step back and let some of these women like Jasmine Crockett, AOC, let them lead and pull us out of the water. That means Hakeem Jeffries, you need to sit your down, Hakeem, and let Jasmine Crockett and Chuck Schumer move out the way. Let the ladies take it. And I'm not talking about another Nancy Pelosi. I'm talking about.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we're not talking about another Nancy Pelosi. We need to get Jasmine Crockett in there and let
AOC.
her take over.
AOC, people like that.
Correct. The Democratic Party.
AOC
People
will be
who
in the
aren't
Senate.
afraid to say what they are feeling in that moment. And yeah, so I do agree with that. We've been saying that on the show.
Yeah.
So Kendall, real quick before we move on, because I know we're about to wrap up, but man, we had a new segment last episode.
We did last week.
Yeah, last week. Oh, yeah.
What you got?
Let's see what happens. See what's going on now.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Basically, what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word.
He's so weird. He's so weird, bro. He's weird. Hold on. Go ahead, Maya. What'd you say?
Shout out to David.
He wanted to have sex with his daughter. Yeah, he's weird. Very weird. Yeah. That's all I ever needed to hear.
Like he's a classic creep.
He's beyond creepy. And you know what they said about his nether regions? He's just not right in the head. He's deformed everywhere there is. Like, he's not right.
Yeah, Story Daniel say he wears tighty whities.
That's fine if you had something to fill him with. Apparently not. Him or Epstein.
Totally.
Sorry. Little special guest.
They got a special guest. We do. She's sweet.
Relax.
The baby girl.
She been right here the whole time. Like,
And then all of a sudden, look, come here. I got me a special guest too. Come here.
talking.
Yeah, the show's over anyway. Come here. Say hi to everybody. So you can leave me alone. Look. Oh, hi.
Y'all look alike. Most people
Really?
look like their dogs.
That
They
old
do.
cat.
They do. I used to have a Pomeranian, and I look like a Pomeranian, so it makes sense.
I must.
I was thinking more like a French poodle.
You're an asshole. That's okay. I'll take it. Maybe a child.
Listen.
Thank you, State Senator.
Listen, you've been listening to the Root Cause Podcast or tuned into the Root Cause Podcast. Thank you for hanging out with us this week, man. It was a good show with our new co-host, Miss Maya McKenzie. You did great, darling. You was amazing. So, and hopefully we look forward to seeing her. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's my hand clap for her? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find my. Hold on, Ace. You're right.
Somebody kicked me out the room.
Yeah, our media assets and let me hold on a second.
Let's young golf or something. That's how you end a Memphis segment.
Oh, look, watch this. Go on, clap your hands for Maya, y'all. Go on, clap your hands for her. Come on, clap your hands for her on time. Yeah. We had a great show. For myself, my brother Eric Johnson, my brother Ace Chandler, and Miss Maya McKenzie. That medal right there got that man fired. That is insane, bro. That man got fired off of giving him a fake medal. They said we have never ever given a medal like that out at all. And then he got they're gonna fire him because they have him up for termination because he did it unilaterally without telling nobody he was gonna do it.
Nobody.
That's crazy.
He already knew they gonna tell him don't do that.
Someone's drinking again. Someone's drinking again. Hold that thought. Hey, Snowball.
Hey, Kendall, why? We can never end the show without your shenanigans, man. What's up?
Oh, really?
Stop.
Grinning and skinning, boy.
Look at him. That's the same dude.
Oh, my God.
It's the same guy.
Boondocks.
Snowball, host boy.
I'll snatch your black.
I need to go watch Django.
Yeah, man. Look at this.
Stop.
Let's get up, mama. Come on, pretty mama.
They need to move out the way, Maya. You said they need to move.
Both
These
of
two
them.
guys need to move out the way.
Both of them.
Maya, you said these two guys need to move out the way.
Oh, well, they need to move to another planet. I thought they were investigating that. I would love if they all just went over to the moon or wherever they're preparing for themselves.
Oh, Kendall. So, did y'all, Maya, Kendall, Eric, did y'all know that Laura Loomer came out in defense of Trump?
Yeah,
attacking
she's part of
Ryan.
She's part of the. She's part of 30%.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. The Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch of the West. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Those are my slippers. Girl, get out of here with your ugly self. There he is. Charlie Kirk is right next to Jesus Christ. He's between Jesus Christ and Martin Luther King, according to the conservatives. And of course, we had this. Please, somebody go sew his face up so he can't talk.
No, he didn't.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm gone.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something.
Look at Aaron. I'm done. You guys have a good night.
What's that? Want to play a game?
I'm sick of y'all.
Oh my God, that looks just like her. Is that mean, Maya? Is it mean or is it true?
No, they all get their Trump face, just full of Botox and everything else. They just don't have no emotion. They're robots.
She's in her 30s. Keep in
What?
They
mind.
like bit down from the back. I always say that. I believe
Maya, y'all the same age, man.
She's
I was
literally
just
30.
trying to show y'all my
You and
math.
Laura Loomer, ain't Laura Loomer 35?
I don't think she's that old.
Oh wow! But
Y'all
you know
the
what?
same age. Y'all the same age, man.
White people don't age gracefully, especially when they're evil. So
Especially when they
So
wicked.
you talk about Kendall's mama.
She's 32 years old.
who?
32?
Laura Loomer's only 32.
Damn.
Yep. Exactly that.
Correct. Stay out that evil, Pat.
Come on, Maya. Talk your talk. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, you been listening to the Root Cause. Get down, Casey. Chanel, good God, girl. You been listening to the Root Cause podcast. Listen, on behalf of my get down, girl. On behalf of she been harassing me all night. Girl, bye. Move. On behalf of myself, my brother Eric Johnson, my brother Ace Chandler, and the lovely Miss Maya McKenzie. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Listen, we end the show every week the same way. All jokes aside, we think about you. We pray for you. I hope that you're doing well during the holiday season. Don't allow sadness to take away your joy. All right? Enjoy family. Enjoy life during the holiday season. We are thinking about you. We love you. And listen, the worst is over for you, and the best is yet to come. We'll see you next week. All right. Love y'all, man. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you, Maya.